Soft light falls across a long dining table. Chairs lined with rigid precision. Children sit together, glowing screens reflecting on young faces. Voices blend into a single judgment. No space for people like that. Small hands grip a tin of cookies. Hope flutters, then sinks. The tin lowers slowly like a feather losing lift. A gentle voice nearly silent. Leaving now. Feet slide back. Chairs scrape across polished floor. A hush sweeps over the room. Not from guilt, from agreement. The group continues eating, chatting, glowing. Those seats are not for everyone. Small shoulders tighten. A quiet tremble. Did something wrong? Nothing wrong, just leaving. Doors open. Cool night air replaces the heavy stale room. Street lights smear into streaks on car windows. The cookie tin rests on the back seat like fragile treasure. A phone vibrates. Payment due tomorrow, do not be late. A calm response sends. Responsibility does not rest here anymore. The road stretches forward. City lights blur. Breath releases not from defeat but from relief. In a quiet apartment, darkness becomes safety. A screen lights up, numbers appear. Connections once held through silent sacrifice show themselves. One by one, automatic payments vanish. Shared accounts dissolve. Access removed. A cord cut clean. Morning arrives with frantic messages. Fix it, fix the problem, fix everything. A steady answer. Nothing to fix. Ownership returns to the hands that created the debt. Hours later, messages become storms. Anger, blame, pleading, looping through desperation. Truck gone, towed, no coverage, fault rests elsewhere. Breathing stays slow. Insurance was never paid. Responsibility never shared, only shifted. A final text flashes. Family helps each other. A truth forms. Family does not place shame on a child at a dining table. Days pass. A small padded envelope arrives. Inside lies a bracelet of beads. One bead missing. Handwriting uneven as if each letter stumbles. Words say, "Sorry miss, both please come to the play." Silence becomes reply. Not punishment, only honesty. Healing needs distance. Doorbell echoes. A figure stands outside. Shoulders lowered. Voice without armor. Help needed, loan requires signature, without it the house falls apart. Calm reply. Terms required, repayment documented, no shadows, no unspoken debts. Hands shake. Not victory, boundaries. Weeks unfold, change quiet, slow. Bills finally paid without silent rescue. Messages lose sharpness. Voices soften into something human. A new invitation arrives. No trophy room, no curated perfection. Just a table. Two open seats. Words gentle. Seats saved. Small hands place the cookie tin on the table. Children look curious, not dismissive. One voice asks, "Cookies for sharing." Cookies are offered not to earn a seat but to offer kindness. Laughter forms. Warm, real. Belonging created, not negotiated. Across the table, an older voice, fragile, cracks open. Should have protected that child, should have stopped the cruelty, sorry. No speech needed. Time holds forgiveness until ready. Seasons shift, leaves fall and return. Power no longer lives in dependency. Respect replaces demand. Responsibility replaces expectation. In a small kitchen, soft morning light spreads across the floor. A child builds a tower of colorful blocks. Piece by piece higher. A warm voice speaks. Build what the heart dreams. Blocks rise steady. Nothing shakes them. Foundation firm. Kindness without borders becomes exhaustion. Boundaries allow kindness to survive. At a park under a wide sky, the tin appears again. Children run, hair wild in the wind. Small steps approach, two new kids holding toys. Words offered. Cookies for sharing. If refused, the tin simply turns to new hands. Worth no longer tied to acceptance. Spaces requiring shrinking are not worth entering. Feet run forward into sunlight. Life moves without waiting for permission. Story shifts not toward revenge, but release. The world grows wide again. No seat demanded. No belonging begged. Self no longer traded for approval. Only steady steps toward open tables. Tables built not by power but by choice. Wind carries soft voices across grass. Choosing a place to sit now. That choice changes everything. Winter fades into early spring. Warm breeze glides across streets still wet from rain. Colors appear brighter. Life no longer bends to fit narrow expectations. A quiet morning arrives. Footsteps echo in a community center. Rows of folding chairs line the floor. People gather for a small performance. Stage lights blink awake. Behind the curtain, tiny sneakers shuffle. A voice afraid. What if mistakes happen? A calm reply forms. Mistakes show courage. Lights lift. Music begins. Children walk onto stage. Confidence grows with each step. I scan the crowd. Recognition lands. A small smile forms. Song begins imperfect, brave. Applause rises not polite. Full wormhole. After the performance, drawings pass around. One drawing shows a long table. Seats open on every side. No hierarchy. Only invitation. Soft voice folds the paper carefully. Everyone gets a seat when kindness is the rule. Life settles. No more desperate calls for rescue. No guilt used as rope. Only steady exchanges. One late afternoon, groceries touch the kitchen floor. A knock at the door. A familiar face appears. Expression gentle, unsure. A voice steady. Growth happening. Thankful for boundaries. Learning without leaning on others to carry everything. The house that once held entitlement now holds effort. Chores shared. Voices calm. Space balanced. One evening, simple food warms the table. Conversation flows peacefully. The memory of the rejected cookies returns. A voice cracks. That shame still burns. Another voice answers. Without that moment, awakening would never begin. Silence follows. Not painful. Understanding. Later, stars scatter across the sky. Two figures sit on porch steps. Cool air moving around steady hearts. Soft words weave into the night. Worth never depended on approval. Belonging never needed permission. Weeks later, another gathering. Not performance, not ceremony. Just time together. Children race across grass. Cookie tin dented from adventures rests under an arm. Cookies for sharing. Closeness returns not from chasing, but from choice. Sun becomes warm gold on the horizon. A final truth settles. Belonging created by force shatters. Belonging created by respect becomes unbreakable. Steps move forward with certainty. No shrinking. No apology for existing. Soft voice meets the wind. Choosing space. Choosing peace. Choosing self-worth. Freedom arrives quietly. Steady. Whole. No table anywhere holds power over that freedom.